In the game on March 6 at Tokyo Dome in the second round of the 2026 World Baseball Classic, Team Japan defeated Team Korea with a score of 8-6. In this game, Ohtani was in the starting lineup as the designated hitter and batted first. Whenever Team Japan fell into a difficult moment, he was the one who appeared at the right time to turn the situation around. In the very first inning, when Japan was trailing 0-3, Ohtani stepped up to the plate as the leadoff batter. At a moment when the home team desperately needed someone to start an offensive rally, he showed his composure and poise by patiently watching pitches and getting on base with a walk. Although Ohtani did not produce a hit in that situation, his presence on base immediately opened up the offensive momentum for Team Japan. Right after that, Seiya Suzuki hit a two-run home run, helping Japan close the gap and regain their confidence. In the third inning, Ohtani continued to leave a huge mark in his second at-bat. Facing Korean pitcher Young Pyo Ko, he hit a solo home run, directly tying the score at 3-3. This play carried great psychological significance, because it not only allowed Japan to equalize, but also created a clear turning point in momentum. After Ohtani's home run, Japan's offense seemed to be energized. Seiya Suzuki and Masataka Yoshida then followed with consecutive home runs, helping Japan come from behind to lead 5-3. Not only did Ohtani influence the game with direct hits, but his presence also forced the opponent to change their strategy. In the bottom of the seventh inning, when Japan had to outs and a runner on third base, the Korean coaching staff faced a very difficult decision. They understood that if they allowed Ohtani to hit at that moment, the risk of paying a heavy price was very high. Therefore, Team Korea decided not to face him directly and chose to intentionally walk Ohtani. This decision showed the level of danger and pressure that Ohtani created for the opposing defense. However, after putting Ohtani on base, Korea still gave up runs. Their reliever who came in afterward walked to more batters consecutively, making the situation extremely difficult. Then Masataka Yoshida delivered a hit that brought in 2 runs, which became the decisive blow that led to Korea's defeat. But after Japan's notable victory over Korea, the media spotlight was not only on what happened on the field, but also on a controversial action by Ohtani after the game ended. According to footage recorded by television stations, right after the Japanese players finished greeting the fans, Ohtani unexpectedly walked straight toward the Korean team's dugout. There, he shook hands with several opposing players, and even bowed to the Korean coaching staff, as a gesture of respect. In sports culture, such a bow is often seen as a symbol of fair play and respect for the opponent after a tense match. In a quick post-game interview, Ohtani also clearly explained his reason. He said, "This was a very difficult game. Even though we won, Korea played a very good game of baseball. They deserve respect and praise from the fans." Many baseball experts believe this action accurately reflects Ohtani's character. Ohtani has long been known for his humility and respect for opponents, even though he is one of the biggest stars in the world. An ESPN commentator analyzed, "Ohtani always clearly shows great sportsmanship. Even though he is Japan's #1 star, the way he behaves after games often earns respect from his opponents as well." However, what surprised many people was the rather harsh reaction from the Korean coaching staff. According to several media sources, the head coach of the national team was not pleased with Ohtani's action. In the post-game press conference, the coach frankly expressed his opinion. "We understand the meaning of respectful gestures in sports, but in the context of this game, that action did not make us feel comfortable. For us, it felt like a reminder of the defeat." The tension increased further when some Korean players also expressed discomfort. Hae-sung Kim said he was not sure about the real meaning behind Ohtani's action. He stated, "I don't know exactly what he was thinking when he did that. But right after we lost the game, it's hard to feel that it was simply a friendly gesture." According to some sources, the Korean coaching staff asked the World Baseball Classic organizers to review this action. However, experts believe the possibility of Ohtani receiving any punishment is extremely low. Despite the mixed reactions from Korea, most fans on social media expressed support for Shohei Ohtani. Many opinions suggested that his action was simply an expression of sportsmanship and the culture of respecting opponents, which has long been part of Ohtani's playing style. This incident once again shows the level of tension and emotion that always exists in matchups between Japan and Korea. At the same time, it has continued to make Ohtani the center of discussion at this year's World Baseball Classic. Earlier, in the opening game against Taiwan on March 5, Ohtani had already delivered a truly explosive performance at the World Baseball Classic. In just the second inning of that game, he stepped up to bat twice. Ohtani produced a grand slam and a hit, contributing a total of 5 RBIs in a single inning by himself. That tremendous offensive power helped Japan quickly overwhelm their opponent and secure a 13-0 victory. Across the two games against Taiwan and Korea, Ohtani had a total of 8 plate appearances, including 6 at-bats, recording 5 hits, drawing to walks, hitting to home runs, and driving in 6 RBIs. These numbers demonstrate an almost overwhelmingly dominant performance, showing that he is currently the leader of Japan's offensive play. However, what impresses fans even more is not just his professional ability, but also his demeanor and classy conduct on the field. In the game against Korea, after hitting his own home run, the atmosphere in Japan's dugout became extremely excited, and his teammates immediately burst with emotion. Nevertheless, Ohtani reacted very calmly. He gently signaled for everyone to stay calm, as a way of showing respect for the opponent and keeping the team's competitive spirit from being carried too far away by emotions. After Japan's thrilling victory over Korea, Ohtani once again showed why he is always considered one of the most special figures in modern baseball. What is noteworthy is not only what he shows on the field, but also how he appears before the media after the game. In the interview, instead of talking much about his own contributions or emphasizing his team's victory, Ohtani chose a very calm and respectful way of answering. He admitted it was truly a great game and said that whichever side the result favored would not have been surprising, because both Japan and Korea had played very well. That way of speaking clearly reflects who Ohtani is. At a moment when he could easily become the center of praise for his own performance, Ohtani still chose to remain humble and composed. He does not let the emotion of victory turn into arrogance, nor does he use his personal achievements to overshadow the value of the team or the effort of the opponent. That is what makes Ohtani's image different. He is not only a great star because of his talent, but also a great athlete in his conduct, his composure, and his respect for the game. That is also why Ohtani always creates a special attraction in the eyes of fans. On the field, he can dominate with game-changing hits, decisive moments, and the ability to make a difference in a single swing. But off the field, he wins over audiences with his moderation and unpretentious way of speaking. The combination of rare professional excellence and a calm character makes Ohtani not only admired as an outstanding player, but also recognized as the model of a true superstar. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with the biggest MLB fan you know.